My name is Mumbanga. I'm 32 years old. I have a young family of 4, 2 little girls, and my husband. And I work in the insurance industry in Zambia. I was 9 months pregnant and ready to give birth when my husband fell ill. And initially we didn't know it was COVID. We thought it was just diabetes being diabetes. I then went into labor a few days afterwards, and 2 days after giving birth is when I started experiencing the symptoms. I had terrible fevers, I had headaches, I was short of breath, I couldn't breathe, and all at the same time I had to manage a newborn baby and a toddler. I got a positive result about 3 days after that, and I must say it was quite devastating. Not only because I tested positive, but my whole family tested positive, including the children. It was difficult because I blamed myself for my children getting sick. And the rest of my family. I thought that I had done so well to avoid it, but then looking back, I guess I just didn't do that well. So I had to forgive myself for dropping the ball, being a little bit careless, and therefore infecting my family the way I did. It was devastating, but I needed to keep my head up. I had a job to do, which was to keep the family going. And luckily, the children didn't have severe symptoms. The little toddler was okay. She was still playing about. And the baby was just a baby. There was nothing much happening there. I was probably hit the worst out of the 4 of us. I'm grateful that nobody lost their life. And I know there are families out there who did lose somebody, and it's a very hard thing to deal with. But it helps in my own compassion and my own healing, knowing that we all go through it and we're all okay today. After having a chat with some, friends at work and just friends in my area, when I'll ask them how they were doing, the response was usually, I'm okay. I was a bit down, but I'm okay now. And my response was also, I was a bit down, but I'm okay now. But as we spoke a little bit more, I realized that a lot of people were having COVID experiences that they couldn't even talk about because they're afraid of being judged. I think there was just a feeling that if you have COVID, then you're dangerous to be around. People shouldn't be around you, and people want to almost move a meter back when they're near you. But the more people I spoke to and asked a little bit deeper questions, the more I realized that they had COVID experiences, and I was able to share my COVID experience. And also having spoken to other groups of people who don't believe COVID is there, I realized that I can do something about it. I can tell my story, and my story can change someone's life. It can help somebody social distance from other people. Somebody can put on a mask and they can save their lives, they can save their family's life and everybody else around them. I've been in situations where when I start to tell my story, I hear 5 other stories within the same vicinity. And once I'm able to open up, then other people are able to open up as well. And that's why I'm here today, to tell my story, to get people talking about it. You had COVID, you made it through. If you had COVID and you know somebody who didn't make it through, it's also a very, very tough thing. And talking about it does help. And that is what we need to do. Remove the stigma from COVID and carry on with our lives. Okay. So to the young people, I would say being young comes with a lot of benefits. You can ride the COVID wave. You can probably get it, have no symptoms at all, and get better without even knowing you had it. But it's not just about you. COVID affects everybody. And when you go home, you have your parents, you have those who are younger than you have your grandparents. So the decision you make today is going to affect your whole family, and that's who you need to think of. To those people who don't believe that COVID is real, I'd say don't wait to get sick for you to believe it. COVID is very preventable. Mask up, wash your hands, practice social distancing, and you can avoid it. Don't wait to get sick for you to have a testimony like mine. Just do the right thing.